Hi everyone, my name is Karen, this is my channel RatherBeReading, and today I'm bringing to you my December book haul. So in the month of December, I picked up 3 books from the library, only 3, which is totally amazing. If you've been watching my 2016 book hauls, you know that that is a small number, which is something I am definitely hoping to carry through into 2017, which is not getting as many books from the library. The first book that I have here is Hot Pursuit by Emily Rodda. This is the 26th book in the Teen Power Inc. / Raven Hills Mystery series. I mentioned, I think, that for some reason my library just did not seem to have a copy of the 25th book. And at first I was like, oh, maybe will I just skip that book? I really didn't want to do that. And then I looked up the synopsis of the 25th book, and I remembered it was one that I really enjoyed from my childhood, and I couldn't bear to just skip it. So I have purchased a copy from eBay for way more money than I should have to spend on a little friggin' kid's novel that's secondhand and really old. But I did it, but I ordered it ages ago and it still has not come. So I'm hoping that that book is going to arrive at some point in January so that I can then get onto the 26th book. Next from the library, I have The Closers by Michael Connolly. This is the 11th book in the Harry Bosch series, which is just the next book from that series that I have to pick up. And the final book that I picked up in the month of December from the library is Frenchman's Creek by Daphne du Maurier. This is the next Daphne du Maurier book that I want to pick up. I've heard good things about this one. I actually have no idea what this is about, no idea whatsoever. And this is a cloth-bound edition. It doesn't have a synopsis on the back or on the inside cover, and I flicked through the first couple of pages and it doesn't have a synopsis on it. I could look it up, but I'm happy to go into this blind and kind of find out the synopsis as I go. So I am really looking forward to getting to this and reading some more Daphne du Maurier. Next, I have 3 books that I placed, that I got from my monthly book depository order that I placed. The first of those is A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. This has been on my wish list for a while, and with the movie coming out, I believe it comes out in early 2017, and I don't know if I'll see it at the cinema, but I would really like to see the movie, and I of course want to read the book first. I've heard amazing things about this. I believe that this follows a little boy whose mother is suffering with a terminal illness, I think, and then a monster starts to visit him at night. I've just heard amazing things about this. I know I'm going to have to really prepare myself to read this because I know that people absolutely, this book destroys people's souls. So yeah, it might take some real preparing to get to this one, but yeah, I'm really glad that I finally picked up a copy of this one. Next, I have Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. This is a book that I have already read and completely adored, but I did not own a copy. There are a lot of covers for this book. Most of them are freaking hideous, and I really did want this cover, which I ended up getting, but the copy on Book Depository of this, every time I looked at it, was $40, and I was like, I'm not paying $40 for a book. And then one day I went on and it was $16 or $20 or something like that, and I don't know why it had gone down in price, or if the other price was just wrong, I don't know. But I finally picked it up in this edition, which I was really excited about to finally own a copy. Plus they have editions, I know at least, of Jamaica Inn, which I have read and enjoyed, and Frenchman's Creek, if I end up enjoying that one as well, in this same matching edition. They just have the titles, it's a different color base. I think one's green, one's yellow, something like that. So if I do enjoy those, I will definitely pick up matching editions as well. The final book that I picked up in my monthly book depository order is The Black Key by Amy Ewing. This is the final book in the Lone City trilogy. I am one of the few people who has really been enjoying this trilogy. I own the other 2 books. I finally have this one to complete the trilogy. I should be getting to this in very early 2017 so I can complete the series. This is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. Yes. No, go away, Siri. Sorry about that. And yeah, this is only less than 300 pages. So I don't know, but hopefully this is going to be a good ending to the trilogy. Now, next I have 10 books that I picked up from Savers. Yes, I went to Savers again. I had some more things to drop off and donate, and when I donated those things, I got a 20% off voucher, so of course I had to go and look at the books, and I ended up picking up 10 books, which is probably too many, but I absolutely hit the jackpot that day. I was so excited. Of these 10 books, 3 of them are recently released YA novels in hardcover, which were like $3 each. So it was a really good day for me there. And of the 10 books, I think the total cost for the 10 books was about $27 once I used the 20% off. So that each book was like less than $3 once it's averaged out. So it was just totally amazing. But let's jump straight in. The first book that I spotted there is The Love That Split the World by Emily Henry. I can't remember what this is about. I know I've heard the synopsis, and there's a few people, it gets mixed reviews. There's a few people who I follow on BookTube who totally hated this book. But I do like to read things and get my own opinion. As I said, this is a hardcover. It's in really good condition. Maybe people really do hate it and that's why it was donated. I don't know. But again, this was $3, so I just couldn't pass it up. I don't know when I'll eventually get around to reading this, but I do have it now in my possession. The next book that I picked up is another YA hardcover. That is The Serpent King by Jeff Zentner. This one I think follows a boy who lives in a small town and he's got a close-knit group of friends, and I think it's just like a coming of age story and them deciding what they're going to do coming out of high school. I'm not 100% sure. I just noticed that this book has in here the like letter and stuff for if you'd received this book in Our Crate. So obviously someone got this in their Our Crate and didn't want it and donated it, but I'm totally excited to end up with it for $3. Next, I picked up Do No Harm by Carol Topolsky. This is just a book that I picked up totally on a whim. I quite enjoyed this cover of like the dress and the shoes with like no legs in it. What I gather, this sounds like it's going to be some kind of thriller drama about a doctor, a woman who's a gynecologist, and she seems like she's got the perfect life, but someone knows that she is not all that she seems to be. So that just sounds really interesting. And again, this one was $4. So yeah, I just really enjoyed the cover, and so I decided to grab it. Next, I picked up Sister by Rosamund Lupton. This is a book that I have seen around on BookTube, not on BookTube, sorry, on Goodreads quite a lot, and I know that I personally have marked this as to read. I believe this follows a girl whose sister goes missing and then her body is found and everyone thinks that she committed suicide, and this girl does not believe that her sister committed suicide. That whole kind of trope of a thriller, but it sounds pretty good. Again, this was $4 when I saw it there, and I knew it was a book that I'd heard, that I'd seen around. I just grabbed it. Next, we have the book that I was probably most excited to pick up in that trip to Savers, and that is A Madness So Discreet by Mindy McGuinness. This is yet another hardcover in really excellent condition that I got for $3. I believe this one follows a woman in, what era is this set in? I can't remember. Does it say? No, it doesn't. It's sometime in the past, and she's pregnant, but she's placed in a mental institution, and then a doctor and her team up and help solve crimes or something. I don't really know. That sounds like that's not right, but I don't know. But I've heard really good things about this, and I was really, really excited when I saw it there for only $3. Next, I picked up Jasper Jones by Craig Silvey. This is a book that I have actually read previously and really, really loved, and I've been wanting to buy a copy for a really long time, but it's quite expensive on Book Depository, and it's quite expensive in store. Like, this actually has a sticker on here from Dymix, which is like our version of Barnes & Noble here in Australia, and it was $24 full price. I got this for $3. I'm really excited to have this. This is a young adult coming of age story about a boy in 1960s, or is it 1960s or 1970s, in a rural outback town in Australia, and it's just really a coming of age story. It deals a lot with racial tensions and things like that, and it was just really, I adored this book. I definitely recommend it, and I'm really excited to have a copy of it. Next, I have The Couple Next Door by Shari Lapena. This is one that I've seen going around on BookTube, which is quite a recent psychological thriller that's come out. This one follows a couple who go to a dinner party, I believe, at their next door neighbours, and they leave their baby asleep in their house because they just live next door, and they take the baby monitor or whatever, but when they get home, the baby is gone. And it just follows that story. I've heard good things about this, and I'm excited to check it out. Next, I have Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. This is another thriller novel that follows a girl whose sister goes missing and is just never found, and then years later another girl goes missing, and it's very reminiscent of her sister's case. This is quite a chunker of a book, but again, I've heard really positive things on BookTube about this from the people who've read it, so I was really excited to see it there. Next, I have The Passenger by Lisa Lutz. I'd seen this going around, and I know this is an adult book, that is released by Lisa Lutz. I actually have read another series of books by Lisa Lutz that I do own. I don't know where they are. They're up there somewhere. But they are a real like kind of fun-loving series about a family of private detectives. This is very different. I don't actually really know what it's about, but when I saw it there and I've read other things by Lisa Lutz and enjoyed it, I decided to pick it up because it was only $3. Now, I didn't realize when I picked this up, and I've just noticed now, this has all writing and stuff in it. Like someone has gone through and, where is it? Like written, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, like written stuff all through there, and there's all like highlighting and they're dogged pages. But I guess that just means, I don't know if they loved it or if they were just being really critical of it. I don't know, but that might be quite cool to see what someone else highlighted and what notes are written in here as I read it. So maybe it'll add something to the reading experience. And the final book that I picked up on that trip is Black by Fleur Ferris. This is another one that I've just kind of seen around, and so I decided to grab it because it was only $3. From what I gather from this synopsis, it follows a girl who everyone believes to be cursed because people close to her quite often die or have tragic accidents, things like that. I don't really know anything about it apart from that. I don't know if this is just, like if this has got paranormal elements or anything like that, but I saw it, I recognized it, so I bought it. So those are the books that I picked up on the trip to Savers, but I do actually have one more book to show you guys. This is a book that my brother and his girlfriend gave me as part of my Christmas present. I was going to do a Christmas book haul, but I only ended up ordering 2 books for myself for Christmas, which I'm really proud of, and they won't be coming until January, and then I got this book, like, that's it. So I'd only have 3 books to show you, so I just figured it's pointless. I'll include this book in my December book haul because I've got it now, and I'll include the 2 that I bought for myself in my January book haul. So this book is called Courting Trouble by Kathy Lett. She just thought this looked like a really like funny, like fun, like chick lit style book. From what I understand, it follows a woman who is a lawyer and her mother's like a real ball breaker, and they started their own law firm of, you know, women only and like representing women, and then she starts to like go against this smooth talking lawyer who's a man, and I presume that they're going to fall in love and, you know, sparks going to fly. There's some really hilarious lines in this synopsis. Let me just find one that was, as I read this, I was just like giggling to myself and to my brother's girlfriend. Like, Jack is fluent in 3 languages: English, sarcasm, and flirtation. Then why is she committing acute lust in the 3rd degree? Like, it's a bit ridiculous, but it sounds like it'll be a good time, so I look forward to picking this one up. So those are all the books that I picked up in the month of December. It actually ended up being a lot of books this month. Hopefully, not for you guys, but hopefully for me, I will have much smaller book hauls going forward into 2017 because I really, as I say all the time, I really need to get my physical TBR under control. But yeah, I would love to chat with you guys in the comments down below if you've read any of these books, had any thoughts, or any books that you guys picked up in the month of December that you're really excited about, or any awesome books you got for Christmas. I would love to chat with you guys. Please like this video if you liked it. Please subscribe if you want to see more from my channel. But that's all I've got for this video today. Bye guys!